Literally just woke up and I'm operating on very little sleep because I've been doing a lot in Austin. But Franklin's, I've heard by many people, is the best barbecue they've ever had and has been ranked by a lot of sites as the best barbecue in the world. It's going to be about a 3-hour wait. We got to make moves. Luckily, there's a coffee spot right down the road, so I'm going to pick up some coffee right now. It begins.
Out on the river, brought me to my knees. Down round the lock, gave you all my keys. You came forward heavy from out so far away. It's hard to see coming when the devil takes your name. And I was bound to take.
So they're coming around now asking you what you want in advance. Just placed my order. I got a quarter pound of pretty much all the meats they had. They have a special sausage today with jalapeno cheddar, which sounds amazing. The brisket, of course, pulled pork, ribs, and turkey. They also open up the inside if you want to snack a drink, use the restroom, so let's do it. We have about an hour-ish left. When in Austin.
With that said, this is the time everybody needs to get their chairs picked up. Can't have any chairs on our rent when services goes, so we can be fire code compliant. Anyway, you need to make a last minute trip to your car. This is the best time to do it. Go get some more beer, charge your cell phone, pick your chair up. Also, keep in mind, once the chairs go up, everybody's going to be going this way and lining up. So don't get past 5, and it's almost barbecue time.
Getting a tour of the pits and everything that goes on in the inner workings is going to be sick. Franklin's was amazing. Two things I'm going to say right away is one, that was easily one of the funnest, if not the funnest, food experience I've ever had, which I'll talk about. And secondly, it lives up to the hype. I feel like out of any food establishment I've ever been to, Franklin's was the most talked about, the most kind of hyped up of everyone saying, look, it's the best barbecue in the world, especially the brisket. And I can't even describe on camera how phenomenal the brisket was. Honestly, no exaggeration, lives up to the hype. Now, as you saw at the beginning of this video, I got there pretty early. It opens at 11 and they open till they run out of food, usually around 2 or 3 p.m. So you want to get there early. I went on a Thursday morning, but as you can imagine on the weekends, you probably have to get there earlier. I got there at 8 a.m., but I've heard of people getting there at 8 a.m. on a weekend and not getting food. So it all depends upon how many people are in line. And when I first got there, I remember being like, oh my God, I have to wait 3 hours. This is going to be a long wait. I ended up getting coffee in the beginning. That was a big suggestion I saw online. The coffee was great, by the way. After getting coffee and waiting, meeting people and everything, then around 9 or 9:30 a.m., they started coming around asking, hey, like, how many pounds you gonna have? You can order a quarter pound or higher, you know, if you want to do a quarter, half, 3/4, pound, 2 pounds. however much you want. And the options that they had were the brisket, pulled pork, turkey, sausage, special sausage, which had jalapeno and cheddar, was ridiculous. And lastly, the ribs. After that, they opened up part of the restaurant saying, hey, if you want to come in, grab drinks, you can definitely do so. So everyone was going in and grabbing buckets of beer, which made it kind of fun because we were all hanging out outside of Franklin's, everyone having a drink, getting to know each other, you know, doing the whole like, hey, where are you from? What are you doing in Austin? And then about an hour later, everyone flooded into the restaurant. There's very limited seating, so I do suggest get there significantly early, way earlier than you think. 1, you don't have to worry about potentially not getting food. 2, you get better seating. And 3, I feel like when I noticed the back of the line or further down the line, they were more strict about them being on the side of the restaurant and making sure they're not blocking traffic or anything. But in the front, it was a lot more easy to like move around. I don't know how else to describe that. So I do suggest getting there early. And of course, you have to try the brisket. It was ridiculous. I did get a tour of like the pits and how they make everything. They were explaining it to me. And it's honestly a ridiculous science. They were talking about how, for example, when it comes to the seasoning, it has to be cut in a very specific way. And certain cuts have different flavor profiles. Everything from that to then the temperature, the speed of how they move it, you know, even the wood they use, everything is down to a science. And the way they word it to me is overall, they make sure that every piece of brisket is perfect, absolutely perfect in every way. I'm telling you, Franklin's lives up to the hype. The food was phenomenal.